Right. So, quick recap. Last session. You guys finished your epic battle in the Shadowfell, destroying all of the crystal orb things, beating the Skull Lord. At which point, man was summoned, appearing in shadow and red. And thankfully, Elia was able to teleport you all back home, where a temporary darkness covered the entire land, and the moon has turned red. You are all weary and exhausted, and a little shaken by recent events, but you have all made it out in one piece, no deaths, although Elia is nowhere to be seen. In the immediate aftermath, what is everybody doing / thinking, or would like to do?
I feel a new vigor surround me. I have become another level.
Oh yes, for that.
We've all leveled up.
Technically, it wouldn't happen until you go to bed, but you know.
It is bedtime.
That's what I'm thinking. That was... Well, first of all, I'm thinking, I told you so. But I didn't say that.
Okay. Lyral and the Blackstaff will come and find you guys once you've all gathered together. Just say, what happened? What's going on?
There was, Elia led us to a ritual site within this keep. Or she was caught in some sort of force field above this sort of pool that summoned an undead beholder and numerous skeletons and undead minotaurs, and there was a couple of spell casting wraith and then we slew the lich or whatever it was, and then destroyed these red crystal things that were keeping Elia suspended in the air, and then the Shadow King appeared, or something like that, in physical form, and then we were back.
The Shadow King, you're sure?
I don't see it.
Yeah,
Who else
because
it
he
could be?
basically, he like commanded everyone to kneel, and they all did, except me.
How is it that you were able to succeed where everyone else failed?
I don't know, just wasn't bothered, you know?
The Blackstaff seems very intrigued and says, "Please come to my office. I need to do some research, and I need you to tell me everything in as explicit detail as you can. We got to figure this out tonight."
Sure.
Okay.
Let's
Do
go.
you want all of us?
Yes, I need everybody to tell me everything they can. I need facts. I need hard evidence. She just like starts walking, just off to her chambers, and yeah, you guys follow her there and spend the next sort of like short while, literally going down like detail by detail, play by play exactly. And while you're telling her this, she's going through various books here and there, trying to figure out like what the exact ritual was, what exactly was happening, and in the end, she, after doing many calculations on paper, comes to you guys and says, "Okay, if my information is correct, I think you managed to stop the Shadow King from attaining his full form, his full power, when you stopped the ritual. He's still back, very much alive, but not yet at his full capabilities. Thankfully, you were able to destroy them before that time came."
Right, so no matter what we
You're
did,
welcome.
he would have appeared anyway. Okay.
To put this into game statistics for a moment, so I can tell you how the ritual works. So basically, every round that went by, for every standing pillar, a point would be added to the pool. If he got to 20 points, he would have been back full strength. World would have pretty much been screwed. Thankfully, you managed to stop him, a little earlier. He got to 14 out of 20
Oof.
when you destroyed the last one, which gives you guys in game
Uh-huh.
it's 10 days for every point left. So you have 60 days. You have 2 months, which is actually pretty good. You guys have only known each other in game for like 8.5 months, so you can get a lot done in 2 months.
I was going to say we can have a holiday.
Yeah.
We're going to face him.
So you don't need to like rush,
We haven't had a
but at the
episode
same
yet.
time, you've still got a lot to do to prepare
We've got
for
three
before.
we've got 3 dragons to kill, and we've got to go to all these different planes of existences.
Yeah.
So we've got
That's
I
a
know.
lot to do in
we've got 3 dragons
2
to kill,
months.
and then we've got to go to 5 planes of existence.
Well, you know
Correct.
what we've got to do then? We've got to split up and search for clues.
That is how the party dies.
Yes. Split the party.
Why don't we get Arthur boy and Percival boy to go and do some of these jobs as well?
Yeah, can't we employ them as Blades of Drrust and we send them and the B team out
Well,
to do one task, and we'll
why
do
do
a
we have to
spin-off
employ them?
series.
No, because
Can't they just do it themselves?
It's our main quest, and we're the player characters.
Actually, Adam, it's okay. Don't worry.
Is
You
it?
don't need to meta this. I've
Oh,
thought this through.
Oh, okay. Fair.
We'll say for now it is like the early hours of the morning. Like sun is rising, and the red light of the moon is finally fading away. It persisted all night long.
All night.
Thank you. And Blackstuff will say, "We'll go back, get some rest, and we can gather everybody tomorrow and try and get this sorted as a team, as a city."
By the way, just out of curiosity, if Elia and us had never gone there, what would have happened?
She sort of shrugs and says, "It's difficult to say for sure. If my theory is correct, the Shadow King needed a conduit. Some of his shadow power, I think, resided in her, and that's why he needed to draw it out of her. So quite possibly things might have been fine, but it's difficult to say for certain. It certainly sped things along. Her being is all I know. He
then I'd
probably
like to
would have
say-
been.
I told you so.
To be clear, these plans have been in motion for a while now, and even if Elia hadn't been there, I still think he would have been coming back soon. We may just have been given longer, but it doesn't matter
Well, I
now. We just
certainly
have to
told
deal
you
with the
so.
situation.
Why would Ellie have had such a part to play in all this? Why was she significant? Why did she have some of his powers?
This was mentioned in a previous episode, but to refresh you, when Elia was born, she was born in Candlekeep, and the night she was born, there was an attack, and an artifact of the Shadow Kings exploded, and the magic washed over everything at the moment of her birth. And from that moment on, she was connected, whether she liked it or not.
See.
Interesting. So
And
what
that's
about
what drew
those
Tristan to her.
stones then? Those things around his head, the floaty stone things.
The Ioun Stones, yes, the mark
Yeah.
of the Shadow King, and she shows you the box, and you see the Ioun Stone mark. Yes, they.
I remember it so clearly.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, it's something of my own creation, so I don't have an image I can show you.
But you've drawn one.
I mean, I can, but it's not going to be very good. I am not an artist.
So what's their significance?
Ioun Stones basically grant people extra buffs, extra abilities, extra power, and
So can we use them?
in theory, yes. If you manage to find some on your travels.
I thought we already have some.
Nope.
Oh, is it just the image on the box that we had?
Yeah. That's his mark, because
okay.
he has about 24 Ioun Stones floating around his head. They're all different colors as well, just big rainbow crown
Oh, here you go.
of floating stones.
Alright. Oh, well, let's go back to bed then.
Yeah, we've got
Guys.
60 days.
60 days, and that's because of how quickly you did manage to do it in the session. I think 60 days is good. Honestly, I think you've got plenty of time. But We'll see.
Yes.
Thank God.
60 days until the world ends, or 60 days until he gets his full power?
60 days until he gets his full power. Who knows what will happen then for sure?
That is
we-
pretty much Volcano Day, isn't it? That is the end of the world. That's the beginning of the end of the world.
We don't know for certain, but certainly let's not wait and find out.
So,
I have a plan.
Yeah.
seeing as this is so important, can't you guys do something as well? Like powerful people?
Well, we need to be here to ensure the stability of the realm. We can't just be leaving this. We can't be leaving our duties. We have things to do here. But that's why we hire adventurers like yourselves to tackle these issues for us.
Speaking of being hired, can we have some
Money.
money?
We can discuss all of this tomorrow.
Okay.
I
No,
also
we
need
want
to,
it now.
I
Actually,
also need to sleep.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
So yeah, you guys head back to the tavern. Get a good night's rest. Anything you want to say or do on your way home?
No. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Oh, can I check up on my siblings, actually? I assume they lived.
Yes.
No.
We'll say-
Everyone's dead.
I'll say you would have seen them that night at the thing before like the black stuff came over and stuff. So you would know that they're okay. No one's been attacked in Waterdeep or anything like that.
It's just spooky.
Yeah, spooky shadow, spooky red moon.
I'm gonna go check on my sis and also Fergie.
Oh yeah. I forgot
Okay.
about
Well, is this like what the next day?
Okay, yeah, as long as everyone's all right, I'll check on the next day then. I'll check the next day.
Mhm.
Well,
So-
surely I would see my sister. She's in my room, right?
that.
Oh yeah, I guess you would see her
Yeah.
when you got back. She'd be like asleep,
Yeah, all right, no worries.
but she
I'll-
is safe.
I'll give I'll have to say to Rogar, I'm sorry. Now that my sister's sleeping
Okay.
here, we can't share the same room. I'm really sorry to do this, unless we go into a different room together.
Well,
Rogar.
hold on.
Oh, no, Reed, that's not fair. I was here first.
Yeah, that's probably what it
Oh, I was sleeping
Listen-
here first. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Listen, Rogar,
Nah, you're
Rogar.
betraying me. You're betraying
Nah,
me.
no, Rogar.
Nah.
We'll
Nah.
find a room with a
No,
fireplace.
Reed, I loved you. I've loved you for so long.
I
This is how you
know.
treat me.
Okay, don't go that far with it, man.
I'm sorry, Rogar. Well, you know what? You're right. Let's go sleep in the room together.
So, which room? There is one spare room.
Where is it?
That one there, yeah, the one with the two small beds. Do you not want to maybe put your sister in there and then you guys keep?
Yeah. I'm like, Rogar, don't worry. I've sorted it. It's all back to normal. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheers, mate. You got any kobold?
I'll take the kitchens.
Uh,
Is Cornelius around?
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's too good. An opportunity.
no, not at this time.
Anyway, I'm gonna get some cobalt downstairs in the store for Rogar.
Sure, just go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Sure thing.
They don't have any kobold.
Well, I'll get something that I think will taste sort of similar, like chicken or something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess kobold would be sort of chickeny meat.
Yeah, I'll just roll it in a bit of dirt outside. And
Oh, thanks, Reed. And he just like
There you
eats it. It's like, yeah, great.
It was not hard to find, but I paid the right people and I got it for you, my friend.
Oh, thanks.
They're there. Go to bed.
He just curls up on the floor by the fire.
Yeah.
That's very good.
And the next day does in fact dawn. We're all somewhat refreshed. Maybe didn't get the best night's sleep, but the day is yours.
Yeah, and level up.
And level up. Lots of new spells. Yeah, what was it? 3 of you now, or no, sorry, 2 of you now have level 8 spells. That being
Jesus, I have one. Yeah.
Read and Rogar for level 8s now.
I have permanent protection from evil and good, which I've not
I-
used at all.
Delar's sneak attack went up, which is always very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess,
Hey.
Sang becomes even more unkillable.
I don't need food or water,
So, yes.
and I cannot be magically aged. And yeah,
I'll magically age you.
I can dominate
Oh.
monsters.
Oh,
ooh,
Yes, please. I can attempt to beguile a creature that I see within a range of 60 feet. Cool.
And yeah, that's any creature. So even like a big boss, you could be like, boy, no.
yeah, you can.
What,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
human?
Reed's finally
Do it
gotten
to
to
the
the
Shadow
stage.
King.
Reed's finally gotten to the stage where he can start seducing dragons,
You are at that stage.
Yes,
like
please.
bards are meant to.
I will do that. I'll be like, yo, let me ride you, daddy.
Roll persuasion.
Hang on, if I beguile a creature, then oh shit, it says up to 1 hour. I was gonna say, can I just have one of these dragons from now on? Can I
Yeah,
become a Targaryen?
Unfortunately, after the hour is up, they would probably immediately kill you, or attempt to, at the very least.
Can I wonder if I can convince them to kill themselves if they're beguiled.
I think it actually specifically says something along the lines of you can't convince them to do harm to themselves. Anything that would harm them themselves is like no go.
Yeah,
But you can. I think you can ask them to kill other things, but not themselves.
yeah.
Who's that?
Well, kill other dragons. Get them all in one place. I'll do a
I mean,
2-for-1.
You've got to get them all in one place before you dominate the monster.
Oh, but imagine if it doesn't work and now we're just fighting 3 dragons.
You also know that dragons, because it is based on a saving throw, dragons probably have legendary resistances that could cancel that out. But if you get rid of those resistances first, then you can do it. So it's dragons are going to be a struggle.
Cool.
Can we get rid of resistances?
Yeah, they have a legendary resistance. They're a legendary
but, like,
creature.
You can get rid of it.
Well, they normally have
Yeah,
three
they
uses.
usually only have a certain amount.
Yeah, no, it's like
Oh,
it's
okay.
like how
I thought you
the
were.
boss in the
Yeah.
last.
So legendary actions they get back at the start of every turn, but legendary resistances they only have a set amount.
It's
Yeah, I
like
think
how
when I was-
the boss in the last
Hello,
fight,
yeah.
the boss in the last fight used the legendary resistance to not be unturned by me.
Yeah.
And yeah, Michael's right. Pelaf had 3, and he's an ancient dragon, so the rest will also probably have 3.
Patrick.
Yes.
Tristan is currently hanging upside down in his office reading a map.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And he's
A
calling
map
to
of
the
where?
of the Sword Coast. And
Okay.
he's currently calling the others to come to the office.
Why is he upside down?
Because he wanted to try his cloak out. I've had this cloak for ages and he's not been able to use it.
Can I try one of my magical items then if you're trying yours?
I'm just wearing mine.
Of course.
Yeah, I want to try one of mine.
The bomb necklace.
Blows up the
That's the only
town.
one I haven't tried. And I've got an explosive top hat. Can I use that?
Everything you own is explosive.
Yeah. I've got an onyx dog actually. I'll get the onyx dog out. It's a mastiff, so I'll just
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
you
dog.
can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just bring the
Summon this,
dog.
you summon this big black dog that.
Like Rogar looks like a little bit jealous.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this dog is like more obedient than Rogar is, and can probably do things better than Rogar can as well. So,
Mastiff has an intelligence of 8. What does Rogar have?
I mean, he technically has an intelligence higher than 8.
Okay.
Technically.
Oh, and
Yeah.
the dog can speak common, by the way.
Can it?
Yeah.
It can actually talk.
I get to roleplay an animal.
Oh, but you can't use it for another 7 days.
Oh,
that's-
what?
Yeah. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 7 days have passed.
Okay, if you want to not use it, then that's fine.
Oh, but 7 days is so long in D&D. That's mad. That's so unfair.
It's less than a week. It's a week's
Well,
10
yeah.
days in D&D.
Yeah, but 7 days in our timeline is like
Yeah,
6 weeks.
That's just because we teleport into places, do the quests, and then leave.
You know what?
We're
I'll
literally
use
speedrunning
it. I want to use it.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm hanging upside down, and I call for the others to come to my office to discuss the next moves.
I assume everybody gathers.
Everyone gather in
Yeah.
my office.
And
Yeah.
the dog and the mastiff.
The Mastiff is there as well.
I drop down from the ceiling.
Oh,
Um,
hang on.
on your
What
head.
should I
Dead,
name-
dead
guys,
the floorboards.
So,
what should I name the dog quickly?
Rogar better.
Part
Better
2.
Rogar. Rogar 2.0.
What's Rogar
No,
backwards?
Rogar Junior.
God, Junior.
Rogar
Yeah.
Junior.
I'll name it Cromwell. How about that?
I actually like that name for a dog, to be fair.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a good name. Cromwell.
So,
Yeah.
I've been having a thing. So, we have.
Are you sure you were thinking clearly with all that blood going to your head?
Yeah, it helps me think back, actually. So, we have effectively 4 locations to go to in the physical realm. Neverwinter, Mintarn, and the Lurkwood. And then
Can you
we
draw
also...
this on a
That
map?
was 3 locations.
Hold on, I'm
No,
gonna.
no, I haven't
I'm
got
gonna.
to the 4th one yet, Daylar.
There we go.
Cease your sassiness. But then, the 4th location is the Grandfather Tree. Now, underneath the Grandfather Tree is the entrance to all of the planes of existence,
Mm.
which I personally think we should go to first, because then if we can all get those 5 artifacts from those 5 planes of existence, we stand a better chance at killing all of these dragons.
I agree.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Sorry, could you say that again?
So, okay, so we have 4 locations to go to in the physical realm: Neverwinter,
Yes.
Mintarn, the Lurkwood, and then the Grandfather Tree. And in the Grandfather Tree is access to all of the planes of existence.
Yeah.
And we need to go to 5 planes of existences to get the 5 artifacts in order to defeat the
Yeah.
Shadow King. So what I propose we do is we go to the Grandfather Tree first, go to all of the planes of existence, get the artifacts, then kill the dragons.
Do we know whether the planes of existence has the same structure of time as like this realm? Is like 1 day is 1 day, or is it like 1 day is 1 minute kind of thing?
You don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
You would have.
It'd be funny if we come
Well,
back and it's past
but-
60 days.
But will these artifacts help us against the dragons, or is it better to kill the dragons first? Because they might be causing trouble while we're out busy in the plane.
Well,
Whereas if we kill the dragons first, then we have some breathing room to then go and
the thing is that
get the planes.
You could also argue that we're closer to the dragon in the south right now than if we go to the planes of existence.
yes, but Hundar is the most powerful dragon on the Sword Coast.
We're also closer to the dragon in Neverwinter.
Guys, if in my like expert opinion, I think we should deal with the dragons because like they might cause like problems, like Sang said. Whereas like things
Yeah.
from other planes are like they're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Also, well, but if we are going to do these planes, like, which one do we do first? Should we roll for it?
Go alphabetical order.
So we go
How many
What?
planes of existence do we have to go
We've
to?
got to go to
5.
the water, the air,
by
Yizgard, the Abyss, and Astral Sea.
by alphabetical order. Do you mean like as in our names or the planes' names? I think it's the same either way because it's Stellar and it's the Astral Sea.
Doesn't the Abyss come first because it's AB?
Oh yeah, but if it's the names, then it's Stellar. They're both A anyway. And no, you can't just say, let's do it in alphabetical order. Let's do mine first.
After me with the alphabetical order.
Yeah, well, I was thinking we go to the Abyss first, and then we just kill dragons after the Abyss. Sounds good? Yeah, alright. I'm joking. Well,
Can't we do it like reverse alphabetical order?
okay, so the thing is that...
Wolfgar's like, guys, I think we should just should we ask people who like know what to do? We clearly don't.
Well,
who's
yeah, let's go and
Ulfgar?
talk
I'm sorry,
to.
I can't hear Ulfgar, he's too busy throwing up. Oh
that
no,
Ulfgar.
Ulfgar.
What's the
you're-
face? The
Yes.
black stuff.
We'll go back to the black stuff then. I was just having an idea. I was just laying out the idea.
No, it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
It is a good idea.
I think it's a bad idea.
It's got merit.
Yes, but Sang, you also thought running off to the Underdark was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
Just your directional skills was not.
No, that wasn't.
No.
That wasn't Sank. That was.
was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Wrong person. Completely ruined your argument there.
You got me. So, which is the most powerful dragon? This one.
Hundar, the red one, yeah.
I see. All right. I'm
So,
with Tristan then.
Potentially we could do both, because potentially what we could do is Neverwinter, Lurkwood, then the Grandfather Tree, and then cross the sea to kill Hundar.
Yeah, that makes more
Because
sense.
Whilst Hundar doesn't seem to be particularly doing anything at the moment.
Where you could attack
Yeah.
Waterdeep. He's not far.
Yeah, but they've got these like cool,
Sh-
powerful people here.
That is part of the reason why they're not leaving, is to protect their place. But also, ask about that.
Yeah. So we can go. We'll go talk to the black staff.
So, you guys will meet back up with the Blackstaff. We'll say, I've invited the Swift Swords to come later today. But before they arrive, what's on your mind?
We're just charting our next course of action, and would like your advice, please.
Well, what are your thoughts at the moment?
We currently have. I've been looking at maps and what we have to do. We have 2 paths. 3 paths potentially. There's 3 dragons active that we know of. There's Hundar in Minotaur. There's an unknown. Wait, no, I know the blue dragon's name. The blue dragon is called Olonafar, who's active in Neverwinter, and then there's an unknown black dragon active in the Lurkwood. There's also 5 artifacts capable of, which are vestiges of Neferil, which are capable of defeating the Shadow King. That
I'm aware. First of all, as far as the artifacts go, you don't technically need to get them all, but whoever doesn't have one won't be able to damage the Shadow King. So the more of you that can, the better.
yes,
I definitely think that this dragon in Neverwinter needs to be dealt with. I mean, as soon as you told us about it, all of the problems going on up there immediately started to make sense. Hundar has his own issues, and as for this Drake in the North, who's to say? I've not heard or seen anything, certainly in my lifetime. So he may be able to be left alone for now. Waterdeep itself is protected from dragons. Other cities are not so fortunate. But no dragon, good or evil, can enter Waterdeep.
So maybe we head to Neverwinter first then.
Why don't we send the other adventurers to the Lurkwood to see what they can find
Or they could maybe start going to the plains.
Nah, if we go to the plains, I wouldn't trust them.
There's a knock at the door, and Mert de La Salle, the Harper agent, enters. There's Blades of Drrust. Hello again. Blackstaff, a word, if I may?
I don't remember this guy.
Go off and have a little chat. He was, you've worked with him.
He's the spy master.
Was
Spy
that
Master
before
Boy.
my time?
Technically, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Who's this guy, guys?
He's a friend.
Oh, okay.
After they have a quick conversation, she'll turn back to you and says, I've just heard some troubling news. The corpses of all of those who've fallen in these recent battles have vanished overnight. No trace. Gone. Tens of thousands of creatures, whichever side they fought for, all disappeared.
Where?
Oh, I'm really glad that I blessed my father's corpse, because...
The sites of all of these battles. We also have heard a bit of bad news from down south. The Death Knights attacked Baldur's Gate in force. And though eventually they were dealt with, we've lost a lot of good adventurers. 43 to be specific, and thrice as many soldiers, as far as we can tell. Things have not been going well.
So, sorry, can you just point to Baldur's Gate on the map, please?
Along the coast down south.
Okay. Thank you.
There was a gathering of adventurers there for the celebrations, and they attacked.
So, perhaps best to send the Swift Swords south, then?
Perhaps.
Whilst we deal with the north.
I will have my own people looking into it, but I would recommend that you go and check out one of these battle sites and see what you can find.
Well, I guess we head to Daggerfoot then, right? Closest one.
Well, you can, teleport, so you can go to any of them, really.
So Borsky Bridge then, because we've been there before.
No, why don't we go to Luskan and head south from there?
That makes sense.
Because remember, there was stuff happening in Luskan. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
This was the stuff happening in Luskan. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But there was other stuff I remember a while back discussing.
That was to do with Neverwinter.
Oh, we
So I
could-
think
yeah.
that makes sense.
We go back to Fort Harrowdown.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah.
teleporting to places you've been to before. Now Rogar has 8th level spell slots. He can actually teleport you there and back in the same day.
Yeah, so it
So
makes
he,
more
he,
sense
he,
to
he
go.
can teleport twice a day now, which is big.
Makes more sense to
Um,
go to a place we've been to before then.
Like, you can go to Luskan, but it'll be based on a roll whether you actually successfully get there or not.
Yeah, because
I
it's,
still think it's worth it.
no, because if Rogar can teleport us to Borsky Bridge or Harrowdown in a day and then back to Waterdeep, we can report on what we found on those battlefields, and then we
Do
can
we have
just
to
teleport.
report back though?
Oh, no.
I thought it was
No.
just
You
for
can do
our
what
sake. Just,
Yeah,
it's
you
just so
don't
we
have
can
to
find
go.
out.
Yeah, but better to secure like at least one bit of information in case we end up not going. He teleports us to Luskan and then we end up in the middle of the Spine World Mountains. You know.
He does get 2 attempts, but that's also his 2nd attempt gone.
I still think it's worth it.
I
still
agree.
it's
I
worth it.
think it's worth it.
Well, it's a guarantee.
Then we're
it's
closer
either,
to Neverwinter.
It's either a guaranteed jump or a not guaranteed jump that could go horribly wrong.
Yeah,
But we're on the
I
time
like
limit
the
here.
sound of that one.
We're on 60.
I like-
60
I think
days.
we should be risky and let's just do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
I
well, I
have
don't.
faith in
so-
Rogar because he
Mm.
agreed with my first plan about the dragons.
Well, we'll say,
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
purposes
we'll
of Ulfgar and
take the
Rogar,
risky
then.
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
there you go.
that's-
Dale, I
that's
think
the
so
best.
too.
Alright, I'll vote it.
Are we rolling or what?
Well, we're not going just yet.
Okay.
Because we still have the whole matter to discuss of her giving us money so we can go and buy more potions and stuff.
Yeah, what should the adventurers do? Do you think? Should they head south or north?
Well, they dealt with the thing down south, so there'd be no point in them going there now. They should go and check out this other dragon, maybe.
No,
I'd like that.
because this other dragon is a non-entity right now. Like,
Exactly.
It's not,
So that's
it's
why
not
we get them to do it.
No, but think about it. Think about how vulnerable Baldur's
No,
Gate
it's
is.
currently like laying low.
It's currently laying low. You start poking it before we can get there. It's not worth it. Like,
There's
it
more
makes more
scouting
sense.
in the area.
It makes more sense for them to go south because that needs reinforcement, and just because Baldur's Gate is now vulnerable to all of the gnolls and all the various different factions in the south.
Alright, fine. Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, surely that's up to them. Though.
Whereas the Lurkwood's already being patrolled.
I
by
don't think we can
troops,
just
so
tell them what to do.
the
What
Lurkwood's
about our
already
B
being
team?
patrolled from Mithril Hall and stuff. So
You don't
Can
have much of a B team. You've got Dalmir and Convor. Bella, sorry. Dalmir and Bella. That's it.
And my sister, how about her?
She's not on the same level as them.
Oh.
If you want to send her off into that kind of danger, and she might not even agree to it, but she's not like a level 50. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, no worries. No, she can stay at the.
she has a few abilities, but she's not like an adventurer per se.
Could we get GLD to go with them?
The last time you saw GLD, he was on a ship to Draconia, so it's gonna be hard for him to.
Yeah.
Well, he's not there yet because it takes like months to get
Oh,
there.
right,
So
right.
right,
you'd
we
be
can,
out at sea somewhere.
we can deal with the dragon at Neverwinter and the Luskan thing, and then Rogar can just teleport us to Harrowdown. And we can go into the Lurkwood.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say at this point the Swift Swords arrive. Arthur, Dan, Percy, welcome back. Don't worry, I'll play as you guys. But Arthur, Dan will immediately walk up to you, Tristan, and say, "So then, what have you all been discussing? Haven't missed much, have we?"
No, just where to go next.
The Blackstaff says, "Actually, you've missed a lot," and she catches them. After which,
really?
Arthur Dan will say, these dragons seem pretty dangerous. I guess we could go and have a look at one of them. We're very familiar with the north. We've been to the Lurkwood a couple of times. As for Baldur's Gate, does seem like a prime target. Obviously, it's already been attacked once. Who knows how long it'll be till it's attacked again?
I've got a trump card that might be able to help.
Everyone looks to you.
I could call a favor with an old friend and see if he wants to help out.
Please do. Anything. Who's this friend?
He's a really old guy. He lives in I think it's the Nalantha Isles.
Well, what can he do?
He can fly. He's got wings.
Arthur, you mean Peleth, the dragon that topped his harrow down?
Yeah, Pelath. Good old Pelath. He's a good mate.
Well, yes. What could we get him to do? I mean, he's not exactly very stealthy as a giant bronze dragon.
We could ask him just to keep an eye out on Baldur's Gate and have a chat with, and maybe meet with the Swift Swords if I don't know, just have a look at, keep an eye on the area.
Well,
what can we offer Pelath though? It's a deal breaker with him. Can we give him another, like a place to live, or like a, I don't know, what do dragons like? They're like
a place
gold.
to live. I think he likes his solitude, to be honest with you.
Dragons do enjoy their gold, of course. So.
Are there any other things that they might like specific artifacts that we could maybe get him? I don't know.
Certain dragons prefer living in certain areas, but though I'm sure he already lives in an area that he likes.
We could promise him Baldur's Gate.
Flagstaff's like, no, we can't. We do not have that on the cards.
Very well. I don't know, I could just have a chat with him and ask, can he look after it? It's in his interest at the end of the day. Can I give him a call?
You can. Based on the fact that we might be doing other things today, I will make you keep it to the spell slots, but you can give him a call.
Alright. Ring, ring.
So, you go first, 25 words.
Pella, my old friend. How are you? How are the Nalantha Isles? What say you?
The Isles are well, thank you, Reed. What troubles you?
Not much, really, not much. Just thought I'd give you the heads up that the Shadow King has returned, and he's raining down terror on, the world. And just thought you should, keep your eye out. And if you do want to get, it is within your interest. If you want to help out, maybe, because there's a lot of bad stuff happening at Baldur's Gate, and if you want to just look around there, see if you can give a hand, yeah, it'd be great. It'd be much appreciated.
God, you're the worst negotiator ever.
So that was all of your spell slots. No, he will reply with, "Well, at the moment, I'm actually keeping an eye on things for Jahid. There's
that's good.
a bit of war has broken out between the Dragonborn. Things were never going to go that smoothly, and
no.
there have of course been problems. Nothing too serious. It's not an outright rebellion just yet, but I promised to keep a watch on his lands and all of Draconia."
Well, if you see a guy called GLD, make sure to send him back, because we've got a team that we want him to lead.
How would I know this person? Does he have an actual name?
He's got no tail.
No, he does have a tail.
There are many who have no tail, and also, yeah, he does have a tail.
He looks, what does he look like? I'll just give a brief description of what I remember.
Wow, riveting stuff. Once again, painting a picture for us.
I don't know what he looks like. To me, he looks like a velociraptor.
You can find him in side characters.
Oh yeah. Anyway, he's a good guy. We've got a lot of time for him, but we want him back. Anyway, yeah, I mean that it's good what you're doing, but it's not as important as what's happening on the mainland. So I'd strongly recommend having flying around the Fields of the Dead, Baldur's Gate, Wood of Sharp Teeth, that kind of area, and helping out.
What am I looking out for if I was to do this favor for you?
It wouldn't be a favor for me, it'd be a favor for yourself, because this is going to engulf the whole of the world in darkness and decay. So,
by the way, what would I be looking out for in particular? Just signs of trouble? Because there's trouble everywhere, and it doesn't necessarily...
Yeah, it would be possibly an army of the undead, a death knight, just overall gloominess, darkness, possibly armies, mobilizing, and that's it, guys, isn't it?
How should I if I have no way of contacting you, is what I'm getting at.
There's these boys called the Swift Swords. One's called Arthur Dan, the other's called Percy. I believe they'll be heading to Baldur's Gate. And
I don't think that's decided yet.
Yeah.
is it not?
I mean, they can though.
Well, they said they could. They said they could do that, or they could go to the dragon.
Or there's a guy called the Blackstaff in Waterdeep that you could send word to him, or GLD. But don't trust GLD. He's a fucking idiot. He's a good guy though. We've got a lot of time for him.
I will consider your proposal. Thank you for informing me.
Thank you, Pelath, and be safe. There's a lot of mean people out there and a lot of dragon hunters. So keep an eye out. Yeah.
I shall. Thank you.
All right.
Arthur says. So I guess we are going to Baldur's Gate then.
Sorry, I kind of
No matter. It's a worthy place to go.
At least you'll get to meet a dragon.
We met him before, briefly.
Oh, awkward.
Certainly saw him in action. But at least he should remember what we look. Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Sorry, guys.
I guess we'll be heading off to Luskan then to investigate.
Yes, after we've got payment, so we can buy potions.
Yes.
We can't really pay you for any of this, unfortunately.
Why not?
The dragons'
money,
hordes themselves will have to be rewarded enough. We do have money, but we need it to ensure our own defenses.
Fine. But you owe us big time, Mrs. Blackstaff.
We can't really give you anything in terms of money. What I can do is provide you with some means of transportation. We can give you one of our mages who can teleport you to any of the major cities that you need to go to.
You can teleport us to Luskan.
Yes, we can teleport you to Luskan.
All right, well, we can teleport.
Has you been there before?
Yes. Barry has been all over.
Barry, yes, Barry.
Good old Bazza.
He is one of our most powerful agents. However, he is a coward and will not fight. He's more law orientated than fighting, but he can certainly teleport you to any of the major cities that you may need to go to.
He can teleport us to Luskan and then Neverwinter, and we can deal with this blue dragon, and then Rogar can take us from there.
He sounds like a good candidate for the B team.
I will. I'll go and fetch Barry for you.
Right, well, we need to go and buy potions. So.
Yeah, let's buy potions while she's fetching Bazza.
Wait, isn't the blue dragon the one that's laying low?
No, the blue
No,
dragon's the one causing damage at Neverwinter. The black dragon's the
right.
one in the Lurkwood.
So how much is a superior healing potion?
Like 500, isn't it?
Something like that. I think it actually might be 750.
Wow.
We get a discount?
I was actually about to do a thing the next time you went potion shopping. So let me just find a page once more. So superior healing potions, they would be 750. However, as you go into the potion shop, the guy behind the bar says, Blades of Drrust, one of my best adventuring groups. Always give me plenty of gold. I have a special surprise for you. If you'd like to follow me into the back.
Ooh.
And he reveals 3 supreme healing potions. These are very rare. They took many months each to make. We don't usually get many of these in, as the ingredients to make them are just incredibly rare. However, I thought I'd give you guys first dibs, seeing as you are such valued customers.
How much?
This is where you may struggle. The market price for these, of course, would be 1,500 each.
I see, but we're such
I'll
good
give you
customers.
1,000. Absolutely not. I'm a businessman. This is not a charity.
We're also buying a lot.
1,200.
We're also buying a lot.
Absolutely not.
other items today, so I'm sure you could give us a sort of overall discount on
1,300.
all your items.
Well, Reed, we have bartered many times in the past. I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Yeah. Well,
Again,
I mean, in total, how many health potions are we going to buy, guys? It must be like 5 or 6, as
I'm
well
going
as
to
these.
spend all of my money on health potions.
either
Yeah.
way, I still can't give these for free. I paid nearly market price for just to get them myself. I need to make some sort of profit here.
1,300.
How many does he have?
He has
3.
three supreme, and just to let you know what they do in terms of like actual HP. So it goes 2d4 plus 2, 4d4 plus 4, 8d4 plus 8, and then this is 10d4 plus 20. So
Yes, I want it.
a
Give it to me.
a good amount.
Listen. So he's got 3 of them, and they're going for 1,500.
Yes,
So
but
even
you,
if we roll
but you
all
could
at
but you could probably
once,
talk him down a little
we
bit.
get
Right.
30.
Yeah, no, I'm offering. I'm gonna offer him. I'm gonna offer to buy all of them.
No, I want to buy
no,
one.
I'm gonna use the group funds for this. Stop your whinging.
Oh,
My
okay.
God, Sang.
As long as I get one.
Right. If I buy all 3 of these supreme health potions off you, would you be willing to cut the price down by 150 gold on each one?
Deal.
Okay.
So that's like what, 4,150?
Doing it now. 4,050.
And that's 4,050.
Oh, 4,050.
4,050.
Yeah,
Yep. And
it's
I'll
100
use,
off.
I'll use group funds to pay for that. Those 3.
No,
Okay.
he's just trying to like get an extra 100.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, my maths were wrong. My maths were wrong. But who's getting them? Because there is only 3.
Well, yeah, I will give you those out in a second.
I guess Sang's getting one because shut up, Vanner.
Yeah.
Rogar should get one as well.
Well, I mean, if I don't get one, I'm going to be mad because I was going to buy
So
it.
one is going to go to Sang.
It goes down a lot.
Yay.
One will.
Rogar.
One will.
Well, actually, he does have Titan form, which I guess helps him not go down.
One's going to go to Ulfgar.
I
I wouldn't
already
do
have one.
that. I wouldn't
No?
recommend Ulfgar.
Oh,
I mean,
he's never here.
I'd say he goes down the least.
Okay,
Honestly,
one out of Reed or Dalar.
Dela,
I already
let's
have
it.
one. I already have one.
A Supreme.
Yeah, I can't remember where.
you wouldn't
We
have
got
got
it.
it. This is the first time we've ever offered.
No,
you
this
to-
isn't a
to them.
Supreme. This is something else, isn't
No,
it?
this is a
No,
Supreme.
this is
I've
super.
written-
There was Superior, which is the ones you have
no,
been
but
getting.
I'd written in my like inventory. I've got one like superior, and I've also written one supreme.
Really?
Don't know.
Oh damn! Fair play. Maybe I did just accidentally give it to you way back when. That was a lucky find.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was in Draconia or something.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so
Um,
one will go to Sang,
okay.
then one will go to
Read them, I guess.
Reed.
I'm not first, honestly. Tristan, I think you should have it.
I mean, I do go down a lot. I was going to give the last one to myself anyway, because
Yeah, you have it, man.
I go down a lot. But-
Have it. I don't want it.
Well, there's still
I'm
one
gonna
for you.
buy some
Is
more
what he's
anyway.
saying.
Yeah, there's
He's-
still one for you because we had 3.
Because he's saying
Oh.
Sang, Tristan, and then one other.
Oh.
So
Rogar. Rogar.
Oh, you want? Yeah, okay, we are giving it to Rogar.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
give
give
it
it
to
to
Rogar.
Rogar.
Okay.
I'd
I will-
also
I'll add it to his inventory.
okay, and that was from group funds. So
Nice.
Okay, well, I still want to buy potions.
okay, go ahead. But I was just buying all 3 of those for the group.
So, how much is a superior?
Superiors are 750 each.
750. Okay, I have one of them.
Mhm.
How much are greater?
150.
150.
Mhm.
So 10 of those is what, 1,500?
Yep.
good maths.
Okay. Now I want to buy another superior.
Wow.
Hang on, I've got to do maths here. I need
If
to-
you buy 10 of them, I can tell you what the answer is.
No, I can't afford 10. 4,300 minus 7,500. Okay. I'll buy another one.
Okay.
Hang
Oh.
on.
Whilst this is going on, can anyone give me some history on Luskan? Like, what kind of people live there? Are they lizards?
Well, I say make a history check.
Oh, not me. Ulfgar, can you make one? Can I ask Ulfgar what's in
Yes,
Luskan?
Ulfgar probably would know as well because he is The North.
He's a northerner. You'd know a lot about them.
Well, he wouldn't know that much, but what he would know is that Zardoz Zord, aka Jarlax or Bainry, someone you've had dealings with in the past, is on the ruling council of Luskan. Luskan itself is made up of a mismatch of all different types of races. It's still predominantly human, but it's much more welcoming to the races that other places might shun away from, like tieflings, half orcs, just even regular orcs just live there. Drow live there pretty frequently. Like it's a bit of a mismatch of races, which is why it's frowned upon by a lot of the other places. But
I see.
has pretty good trade. And I'll say Wolfgar on the 13 wouldn't really know much more than that.
Yeah. What kind of what are Drow and orcs sort of vulnerable to?
Just same,
Light.
same as everything. Oh yeah, Drow are vulnerable to light.
Yeah.
Okay, I've bought all my potions. I just did all the maths.
Nice.
I got 4 superior and 10 greater health potions, so I'm down to 550 gold.
I didn't use any health potions last time, so I've actually got like 8 in total. I'm
Nice.
backed out.
How much for the regular ones again? Sorry.
50.
Okay.
Yeah. Ulfgar and Rogar probably do want to buy. I know Ulfgar spent a lot on potions, but I'll wait for him to be here before. Like, I don't think we're gonna have a fight today. So
Yeah, they can just backtrack and.
yeah, we'll do a bit of backtracking once they're here. And they do still have some. So yeah.
Okay.
Can I
I'll
buy a
bought
potion of
mine.
invulnerability again?
Yeah, I think they were quite expensive.
Yeah, how much are they?
1,000.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Can I trade him? One potion.
What are you trading out?
Potion of dark vision. That with money, how much would it be? Seeing as I'm a regular customer, and I'm always here for him.
He'd buy the dark vision potion off you for 100.
What about a flying potion? How much would that be?
They're worth a lot more.
Really?
Flying potion. He
No,
would.
as in I want to buy one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Flying potions are like 1,500 as well.
Jesus. All right. Never mind.
Didn't we get
Oof.
flying potions from that apprentice guy that you hired?
I sold them.
Ah. Okay.
I made loads of money though, so it paid for the extension. Anyway, so Onyx, what do you think about? Sorry, Cromwell, what do you think about all this?
Fuck. What would a dog think about this?
I feel like Onyx
Like,
is the only character in the whole game that could be American.
Oh no, he was about to be. There's a few Americans in there, but this guy is definitely about to be. I'm trying to actually think. Say, I don't know, Master. You've only just summoned me for the first time in my life.
Oh, Onyx. Sorry, Cromwell. I got a good feeling about you. Anyway,
What is going on? He's just like constantly looking from side to side, like really happy.
it's a long story, but yeah. Just stay away from Rogar because he might eat you.
I imagine Brogar just like gives him a dirty look.
But everyone else is good. That guy over there, Daylight. Oh, we all love him. He's the good guy. He's a good boy, as we'd call him.
He like come up to you, Daylight, and say, "I am also a good boy."
I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, he's reminded me of one of the dogs from Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, Cromwell, I got good vibes about you. Come on, let's go. Let's go for a walk.
Okay.
Around Waterdeep. Make sure you piss on that particular house, and it's a house of someone. Wait, does Zardo Zord still live in Waterdeep?
No, he's gone back to Luskan.
Okay. Oh, cool. So we can see him there.
Yeah, well, even when he was in Waterdeep, he was living on his ship, if you remember. And then his
Yeah,
ship,
Did we part ways in a
a mixed way. You technically tried to screw him over, but you got the feeling from his letter that like he didn't really hold it against you.
It's just good business.
Yeah, like and he's a businessman first and foremost, and he understands that that. But you did also screw him over, so you're probably not gonna. You can't just be like, "Hey, give us all the stuff," and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, we're great, we're pals."
But he also tried to screw us over, didn't he?
No.
All right. Oh, another thing we can do, guys, is seeing as we are on the coast in Neverwinter, can't we send our ships up there on a diplomatic mission?
Our ships are out at the minute.
What?
Our ships are out.
They're out training at the moment, but when they come back, you theoretically could.
We can ask them to train in the north, and
No,
then
they're out. As in, they're not
Yeah.
in Waterdeep at the minute.
Yeah, but I can talk to them. Talk to anyone.
Yeah, but by the time
What would the purpose of them going there be? They're just like
if we need help
traders.
with the dragon, they could
Well,
could
they're not.
shoot.
They're not warriors. They're traders. They make money for you, but they don't kill things for you.
What about Shan's revenge?
Shan's Revenge might well be docked there.
The cannon ship.
Good warship.
Yeah, that was the flagship of the Black Skulls until you stole it from.
Yeah,
Um,
why can't?
The
What
only,
about that
the
one?
only issue with that is that sailing a very heavily armored warship into Neverwinter and this dragon has infiltrated upper society in Neverwinter. So by sailing a giant warship into the middle of Neverwinter's harbour, whilst they're kind of at war with Luskan, potentially not the best of ideas.
No, I'm not asking to send it into Neverwinter. I'm saying for it to be there in the area, and if we need them, we call upon them.
Mm-hmm. So you would know that Shan's Revenge is actually docked in water. That's always there at ready at your disposal. It was your trade ships that I thought you were referring to before, but yeah, you can absolutely go and try and find Captain Arameus if you want to, or just message him.
Yeah, I think we should. What do you guys think?
Yeah, why not?
What do you think, Dayla?
Would it alert him that we're like coming for him next, though?
A ship of that size and that caliber would definitely be an unusual sight. It would definitely draw some attention. It doesn't
Could he
necessarily
not sail near it, but just like park along the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
planning.
then we can message him when we want him to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do some quick maths. Let's say, because you can't really just park anywhere along the coast. I mean, you can, but Thornhold would be the closest port. It's 210 miles still. So yeah, a bit of a ways. Yeah, if you wanna just park it nearby.
Yeah, he needs a crew though, doesn't he? Or does he have one?
He's got one.
All right then. Yeah, park it nearby, and we'll have him at the ready. If how long will it take him to get there from the nearest port?
Well, let's do this in roleplay, shall we? Have a message to Arameus.
Yeah. Yes, then Arameus.
How it be, Reed? It's been a while.
Oh, just been roaming, roughing it out, but loving life. What about yourself?
Making money, drinking rum. It'd be a good life. It'd be a good.
Yeah, that's good. Listen, what are you doing right now?
Drinking rum. It'd be a good life.
Okay.
I no judgment. I know it doesn't. It still be the morning.
Yeah. No, I don't judge. That's one thing I don't do. Listen, we're heading up to Luskan with the plans of then heading on to Neverwinter. Only issue is there is a dragon in Neverwinter. We might need assistance, but we don't want to raise any alarms. So, could you kindly park at the? We may need your service and your crew and the ship. Could you park at the closest port, and just sort of get drunk there, have fun until we call upon you, and then sail to Neverwinter? How does that sound?
The closest port be a little far away. Thankfully, you've come to the right. Captain Arameus has had to hide his ship in many a cove over the years, and I think I might know a few spots where we can stay nearby.
Oh, if you could, that'd be ideal. If you could also find some sort of, material to make the ship fire resistant, that would be ideal.
It's a big ship and that'd be a lot of money. But You say you want us to go to Luskan first?
No. Just we want you close to Neverwinter, but we don't want you to be detected. We want you to remain undetected.
I can do that.
If you've got a cove where you think it's secret and safe, by all means go there. But or you can go to Thornhold and hang fire there. But yeah, essentially we may need you in the coming weeks. So if you could just be as close to Neverwinter as possible, but incognito, that'd be ideal.
We'll be ready for you.
All right. Catch you in a bit.
Laters.
All right. How's that sound, guys?
Yeah, sounds
Sounds good.
pretty good. No problems.
No problemo.
So you know how like I've got divine sense, so I can detect evil stuff and like celestial things. Is there like a similar spell but for like magical entities like dragons and stuff that you could get like a scroll of? Like a scroll of detect presence or something like that?
No, I don't remember like that.
We've already had a green dragon turn into when the green dragon was turned into the human. What sort of magic is that? I asked the black staff.
Transmutation.
Right. So how do you detect transmutation?
You can detect magic and ask the DM. Hey, what magic do I detect?
Hey. Oh, right. So it literally just works with detect magic.
Yeah, you just need to say like, if you want to say what type of magic you're detecting, then I'll let you.
Right.
There will be means. The thing is, detect magic is a first level spell. There's probably going to be powerful spells that can just like hide from the basic shit like that.
Yeah.
So you definitely will learn stuff, but it doesn't mean you'll learn everything past it.
Right. So therefore, I'm assuming because I imagine transmutation thingy-majig is a pretty high level spell.
Transmutation is just a school of magic.
Right. Okay. So that means the dragon has a specific spell within that school that allows them to change their
Yes.
form.
So transmutation is basically turning one material into another, and so he's obviously shifting from dragon material to human.
I turn to the black staff. You know about magic. What sort of spell would they use to turn from a dragon into a human?
Well, dragons don't necessarily need to cast a spell to do that. They have it innately within them. It's just a thing they can do.
Right. Okay. So in that case, then detect magic or dispel magic would probably not work on it.
Probably not in that scenario. If it was someone that had cast a specific spell to do it, like then yeah, you could learn that, but not for dragons.
Okay. Right. So,
This is one of the reasons why dragons are so deadly, apart from being able to murder you and claw you.
Yeah. Right, so we have no way of knowing then. Okay.
I think we'll be able to smell him.
Yeah, well, we couldn't tell with the green one, so,
I mean, Sang would tell you otherwise, yeah.
Wait, Sang knew about
What was
the
that,
green
sorry?
Sang was sus
suspicious.
from the get-go.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, he's in the city, right?
one? Yeah, probably
As far as you're aware.
Probably one of the nobility if he's manipulating the city into attacking Luskan.
I was going to say, can't we speak? Oh, my voice just broke. Can't we just go to speak with Zardo Zord in Luskan and see if he can get some spies to maybe help out?
I mean, I think we just head there and.
Should we ask the Harpers?
The Sons of the
Who are
Harpy.
With the Harpers again.
Who are the Harpers?
They're like the guys who like, you know, we saw the guy earlier, and he's like, it's like they're an information.
Oh, yeah, the spy broker
network.
bloke.
Ah.
Yeah.
Them.
Man, Daylight, you come up with the best ideas. Got a lot of time for you. That was in character, by the way.
Is what's his face here? The main guy for the Harpers. What's his name?
No, you guys went off to get potions, but you are going back there to meet with Barry.
Yeah, well, I wonder if they could get any information on the nobility within Neverwinter, any like new arrivals or like big movers who've just arrived, or like anyone who's been making big plays within like the noble circles?
Worth an ask when you go there.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, unless there's anything else you would like to do, you can absolutely go to back to Castle Waterdeep. Do you want to meet with Barry first, or do you want to go to the Harpers?
Harper's first.
Harper's.
Okay. So you'll find Mert in his office. Yes, how can I help?
Just wondering if you've got any information on the nobility of Neverwinter.
Yes, of course. I can go and fetch that for you now. He just brings back like a massive book, just drops it in front of you. This will have the names and lineages of all of the nobility of Neverwinter. An extensive list, as you'll see. It's like hundreds of names.
Is this sorted in alphabetical or like date of family emergence?
Date of family emergence. So it would have all the older houses first, and then the newer ones later.
So I flick to one of the newest entry.
Mhm.
What is the newest entry? Now I'm really putting Patrick on his DM toes.
No. This is actually good.
Okay.
Just imagine he's looking through the book.
Okay, yeah. A recent house, a name that you 100% recognize that has established itself in Neverwinter is House Raventree.
Oh. What?
Okay.
I don't
So-
recognize that.
It's our first.
Sang,
employer.
no, you wouldn't.
That would be our first employer. What's his first name?
Remember.
Is it not in the book?
Yeah, it's in the book.
Sure, fine. Emmerich.
Yeah, Emmerich Raventree.
Use your
Oh.
brains, goddammit. I feel like you're trying to cheat your way around this whole campaign so that you don't have to do anything, but that's just boring.
Emmerich Raventree. Damn, that's a name I've not seen for a while.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Gandalf, yes, that's what they used to call me.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking Obi-Wan.
Oh, you're thinking Obi-Wan? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking more Obi.
Yeah.
He says since.
That's interesting. What's the name before that? Like the
Just like some
noble
bloke.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Well, I guess
I get the feeling that
I
the
mean-
Raventree one is the one that we want.
I mean,
Yeah.
there would be a bunch of names, and I'll say like you can certainly try and recall them at a later date, but for now they would just be meaningless. That's the only one that would stick out. You do, however, know, based on what I've just told you today, dragons aren't allowed in Waterdeep. So, and Emmerich was born here, so it's not him.
Yeah. Maybe someone he employs or something. I don't know. Or, but
But there you
At
go.
least we
He is definitely the most recent one to establish himself in Waterdeep.
at,
in
le-
Neverwinter.
at least we have a friendly face we can hit up when we're in Neverwinter.
Plus, there's an excuse for us being there.
That's
So
what
the dragon
literally what I
might
just
not
said.
be too suspicious immediately. Did you? Oh.
No, it's okay,
Sorry,
Michael. No one
Christian,
pays.
I
No
was
one. No one.
thinking-
No, it's okay, Sang. No
I
one
was
pays
thinking
attention to
why-
it anyway.
But how?
That'd be
Sorry,
quite a good
how do we
alibi,
know it's
actually.
So,
That, for our reason, though.
but just because dragons aren't allowed in Raventree, good or in Waterdeep, good or bad, that doesn't mean that. Like, how do we know that they've never been in there? You know,
No, magically they can't. There's.
Yeah, it's like a few hundred years ago. There's magical wards around Waterdeep that prevent dragons from entering. Like they physically cannot. It'd be like hitting
Okay, so
an
it's-
imaginary wall.
all right.
Alright,
take
well,
If this this dragon is like used to like controlling people, though, so
it's true. He, could
he might
be
have
in
had
the-
someone just like walk in and approach Emmerich.
There's also the chance that the noble himself isn't the dragon, but it could be the dragon controlling him through the influence of like a servant or something, a la Saruman and Wormtongue, that sort of thing. I read it in a book once. I think it was called The Ring of the Lords or something.
The Rings of
Oh,
Power.
no, I know what you mean. No, it's called the Rings of Power.
I just made that.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Oh, did you actually not? Okay.
Screw you, Patrick. You're stealing my joke.
Alright, well, okay. So we'll start. So when we get to Neverwinter, we'll go to Luskan, check out the battlefield, see if we can find anything with the battlefields and like any evidence of where the corpses have gone. And then what we can do is we can then teleport to Neverwinter and check in with Emmerich Raventree and start our investigation there.
And in order to get to Neverwinter, you need to teleport there.
Look,
So
right,
you can
okay.
meet with Barry, or you can let Rogar try.
We'll go with Barry because he'll get us directly to Luskan.
Yeah, Baza.
Buzzer,
Buzzer.
So you guys make your way back over to like the Arcanists area of Castle Waterdeep. Meet with the Blackstaff, who says, "Everyone, this is Barry." And you see this guy. He's like probably like 40, but like he looks like 30. He's got like a very youthful face, like an Elijah Wood sort of face. He's just got like short hair, a really like dopey, happy smile. But he's got like books under his arms, classic wizard's robes. He just gives a little awkward wave to you guys. Just says, "Hey guys, I'm Barry."
I'm going to Dela. He's the dragon. He's the dragon.
Just immediately attack him.
Barry gives you like a face like, "What? No."
Anyway,
no,
are we still in Waterdeep?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I know. He's
Oh, all right.
He's that
Just doing
like
it anyway.
He's the dragon. Watch him. Keep an eye on him. You alright, Barry?
Yeah. How are you guys?
You're scaring me.
Alright, come on, we need to get to Luskan. Hello, Barry.
Teleport us,
Thank you for your
Barry.
services. We would like your services to teleport us to Luskan, please, as soon as you can.
Okie dokie. Do you want to go to the city or just outside?
Where was the battlefield?
Probably
It was
outside.
it was actually in the city.
Oh, really?
Alright.
Yeah, they attacked the docks and made their way about halfway in before they got stopped.
As close to the docks as possible, please, Barry.
Okie dokie. Teleport you there. You arrive in Luskan. I was not expecting you to go to Luskan, so I have absolutely zero things prepared for it. But here we go.
Brilliant work, guys. I told you we should have gone to the Dwarf Sky Bridge.
Yeah, well, that way you could have found out if your dad was there or not.
Yeah,
which is why
exactly.
I assumed you would have gone to Bull Sky
Well, that's why I
Bridge.
wanted to, but everyone else was like,
Yeah.
"No, we're going to Luskan."
Outvoted
I
democracy.
mean, didn't you see
outsiders.
like you blessed his corpse anyway or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were fine with that.
Yeah. But
Hang on, Tristan, you wanted to go Bull Sky's Bridge. I wanted to go there as well.
No, you
Fuck
didn't. Shut up,
off.
Reed. You manipulator. Get out of here. You sly snake.
But yeah, you're in Luskan. We'll say you're teleported to a specific teleportation circle, but it's just in like a magical room inside like one of the places in the docks that you step through. And Barry's like, "Okay, bye, have fun." And he just like boom teleports away, gone.
I'm gonna again say it
Very-
to Dela. He's the dragon. He's the dragon.
But yeah, you are now in Luskan, wandering its pretty dangerous streets, certainly compared to somewhere like Waterdeep. Here, fights are very common to break out, and everyone is just sort of you got to be tough to live in Luskan. So nobody here is yeah,
I
nobody here is
I
easy.
genuinely pity anyone who decides to jump us. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But and nobody necessarily is right now. But you can see how if this kind of attack had happened in somewhere like Waterdeep, maybe it would have been more successful. But because they attacked Luskan, the people themselves just turned around and said no, and just kicked them back
So it's
into the
like
ocean.
it's like walking into America and then there's a gun behind every blade of grass, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, you
make our way
can.
towards the battlefield then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you're standing in it.
Standing in it. Okay. Can
Yeah.
I?
Obviously, it's a city, so they wouldn't have just left the corpses out for months. They have been taken somewhere or dealt with in some manner. But you don't know
I
how.
thought didn't. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Like, I thought
Yeah.
the corpse
Well,
was
so
vanished.
they did from the other battlefields, but because this one happened in a city, they've already been taken care of.
Ah, right.
Okay. Can I divine sense?
Sure. What does that do?
It's just the evil and stuff. And I can
Yeah.
also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. So I'd assume if they've
Has it got a time limit on that?
it stands for a
Like that's been desecrated within this amount of time?
it just
or-
it just says any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Sure. Oh, then absolutely this entire area. Well, I don't know how long a desecration would last for.
Well, it's
I'll
like
say
it's like the opposite of
yeah.
consecration, so it forever basically until
Yeah,
it's
this-
reconsecrated.
Until it's reconcentrated. Oh, in that
Concentrated.
case, it
Yeah.
would not be desecrated anymore if it's been reconcentrated, because it's been used somewhere else since.
Reconsecrated.
Reconsecrated. No, yeah, reconsecrated, not reconcentrated.
Consecrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, consecrated is like blessed, right?
Yeah. So it's like the desecration is the opposite of that.
Yeah. Either way, you wouldn't detect anything.
All right, damn it.
Just looks like a regular old street. Whatever has been done, this happened ages ago, and it's probably been magically dealt with since then.
Oh, so we don't really need to be here then.
This was your idea.
Yeah, you guys decided to go here.
I
Well-
said we should have gone to Borskaya Bridge, not
Well,
here.
they said any of
We
the
still can
locations
go there,
would happen
guys.
there.
We still can go.
Yeah, you still can go. Also, you can still go. You can still go speak to Zardo's sword while you're here. Well, sorry, Jarl Axel. Even it's up to you.
I mean,
I
the
think
other
we
thing is
should.
now that Rogar knows where this is, he can teleport us to Borskaya Bridge and back to Luskan. Then we can go back to Neverwinter from Luskan.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Shall we
We'll
have
work
Barry
that.
like take us to like all the important locations and
Even Barry has his limits. You can.
wow.
Even Barry has
You physically can't get more than 3 teleports a day. He's already used 2. One to get you there, one to go back himself. So if he teleports
he
back
would be
here,
left.
then yeah, he left straight away.
This is a
Oh,
coward.
Is Barry
He's a
level
coward.
20?
You don't know what level he is. You don't have to be level 20 to have level 9 spell slots.
Imagine Barry is like the most powerful wizard in
He's
the whole world.
he is incredibly strong. He's just not a combat wizard. He just learns.
Doesn't like to fight.
Yeah, you can be incredibly powerful and not use that power.
That's
Yeah.
one could
Good
argue
old
that
Barry.
is the morally high stance.
All right, Mr. Parker.
Get shot outside.
Anyway, do we want to go and speak to that your old
Zardo's
drow
on.
friend?
I'd like to.
I wouldn't call him a friend.
I would.
Your
It's just good business.
your mouth's gonna get us into trouble.
Oh, you'd like my mouth, wouldn't you? Right round your bell end.
No.
It's Mr.
It's-
Chicken
it's-
to get there first.
Yeah, it's an in-betweeners reference.
Oh, is it? No, I've never
Yeah.
watched the Inbetweeners, so
Oh man, so
Oh.
good.
I'm above that sort
Me
of
neither.
crass humor.
In-betweeners was allowed. It passed the test. But anyway, if you do want to go looking around Luskin for Zardo's sword, sorry, Joel Axel, how do you go about it?
I would shout his name out in the streets.
It's such,
Zardo Zord!
That-
Zardo
that's
Zord!
such a terrible idea.
Where
Okay.
is Zardo Zord? I have to speak with him. I am an old friend. Does anyone answer?
Oh, by Torm.
No. How long do you do this for?
About an hour?
I'm just. Sardor's sword was part of the Centaurum, right?
No, he
No,
wasn't.
oh no,
He was a
No,
war
he
with
was
the
against them.
Centauran.
no, he was
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
one, wasn't he?
So
what was
there
his
was
other name?
so
Jarl Axel.
his actual name is Jarl Axel. He was in Waterdeep under the guise of Zardo's sword. He was there to try and get the gold from the Vault of Dragons, which was the whole thing that the Bitter brothers were after. And, yeah, in the end, he made a deal with Mert from the Harpers, and then they found the vault and split the gold. And then
I shout.
Zardo's sword actually gave you guys 2,000, just as like a thanks.
That's nice. One.
Yeah, we're friends, man. Jarl Axel.
I'll
Mhm.
yeah.
Jarl Axel Bairnry, of House Bairnry.
I'm gonna be looking around for House Brelenry's holdings whilst these guys are shouting his name.
Well, so you
Yeah,
know,
let's just shout. Why not? Why not?
House
We
Bairnry
could message him.
are the number one drow house of Menzo Berenzon. They are the ruling family of ruling families. So he's it doesn't necessarily mean that. Obviously, Menzo Berenzon's miles away. It's that many. Almost.
That's fine. Let's just shout his name.
That's such
Shout
a
his real name.
stupid
After
idea.
shout-
Axel.
After shouting his name for a while, a couple of drow will approach you guys. So yeah,
What?
Hello.
what's your business with Mr. Bairnry?
We're old friends and we wish to speak to him. He knows us.
Your name?
The Blades of Drrust wish to talk to Mr. Beren... Zardo Zord, or
No,
as you know
Jarl
him,
Axel.
Jarl Axel, as you know him, in order to discuss some events that have been happening in the city recently. It's for the good of the realm, and indeed in his best business interest.
19. I'll say yes, followers, and they will lead you to the council building. Eventually, you are led to
My friend.
to the building. At which point, you're told to just like wait outside for a minute. And they head on in. After a while, they'll come back. Say, Jarl Axel will speak with you. You are led through to his office. You see a few familiar drow faces amongst his guard. But you enter the room. He takes off his hat, gives you a flamboyant bow, says, the Blades of Drrust. It's been some time. How are you, my friends?
I'll just give him a nod. Busy. We've actually come on business, not pleasure, I'm afraid.
Sorry, Jarl Axel. I'd like to chat first, but Tristan's just straight to business.
There's always time for pleasure. But
Cool.
business first. What can I help you with, gentlemen?
Recently,
Lady.
Luskan was attacked by numerous forces, correct?
Yes, we dealt with them very easily.
And yet all the corpses are gone.
So we have heard. I sent my men to uncover the graves, and fortunately, all vanished.
All? Every single one?
Yes.
Were
Certainly anyone that died within the battle.
were graves consecrated or blessed?
Of course, we always consecrate the graves.
Okay. And no signs of struggle, no, the graves weren't disturbed, they just vanished?
They were not disturbed. We only found out because we got word from other places, and so we investigated ourselves and found that they too were missing.
So there was no rising of the undead per se?
No, the graves were untouched.
That's...
I can take you to them, and you can inspect them yourselves if you wish.
Yes, please.
He'll go on a wander through the streets with you towards the graveyard, and as he's going, then say, "So then, Reed, you were saying?"
Yes, Jarl Axel. Just tell me, your surname is Benry, right? Benry.
Yes, Bayenry, very famous drow house. I'm sure you've heard of.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'm not from around these parts, so I don't really know all these kinds of things.
Yes, well, the drow they are a what's the word? Matriarchal society. The men don't get treated particularly well there, so I decided to make a name for myself. Found my way here.
Do you get a lot of drow in the? Have you ever been to the Underdark?
Of course, I've been there for hundreds of years.
Oh man, we were just there. It was crazy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Find anything interesting?
What were those octopusy squid things?
The mind flayers.
The mind flayers. Yeah, we battered a few of them, and ate them.
Very annoying, Bast. You ate them.
Rogar did.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Rogar's like, no, I did eat a little bit. Like,
We ate them figuratively.
I ate them literally.
Yeah. So anyway, Jarl Axel, what have you been doing with all that money you made?
Making profits. As one of the leading lords here, I have a great many ships, imports, exports, that type of thing, and I just put it towards more ships, more goods, more money.
Funny, we have a ship business as well. We should do some trade every now and then.
Your ships do trade with Luskan.
Yeah, but we should do more.
You'd have to buy more ships.
We should do it. We should make some sort of business deal. Come to an arrangement.
My company goes everywhere along the Sword Coast, including Waterdeep. We already have plenty of business.
Yeah. So anyway, you heard about this all shenanigans with Neverwinter. It's kicking off, isn't it?
Yes, I was at the battle. We slew many.
Nice. How many did you kill?
Myself?
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag, but 72.
72. Nice.
72 needless deaths.
Is it
Perhaps,
safe
but
for them?
Neverwinter started this. We wanted no part of a war with them. We've had our struggles in the past, but they marched on us. We met them in the field and we dealt with them.
Yes.
How did you beat them?
Just by being better. Their army was clearly made up of well, not the strongest or the best or the most intelligent.
Yeah,
We outmaneuvered them on the field very easily.
this is part of my worry, you see. So there is a blue dragon in the nobility of Neverwinter.
You see his face immediately drops, just like the cool veneer is like, yeah, gone.
Which explains a few things.
Well, what does a blue dragon have to do with any of this?
So, how well informed are you of the overarching issues regarding the Sword Coast at the moment?
I know of the Death Knights, of course, and
the Death Knights are linked to the Shadow King, and these dragons are also all linked to the Shadow King, each containing a box. Each dragon holds a box containing a piece of his own dimension, and we've slain 2 dragons, and so far...
Yeah, steady on.
Own... What?
So you're saying a third... Well, you're saying that this dragon at Neverwinter may be
this dragon...
behind why they attacked us, or tried to attack us.
Yes, and it also explains why he sent not the best troops. Weakening the manpower of either of the 2 cities is probably his overall goal, allowing one of the other forces at work to come in and take the 2 out. Potentially.
I am glad you have come to me. You may have just spared, well, a great many more lives. We were preparing to go and take Neverwinter and end the problem once and for all. But if you say there's a dragon behind it, I'll reconsider for the moment. I am but one of 9 on my council. None of us have any more authority than the others. But I'll do my best.
How many allies do you have on this council?
Well, we're all equal. Of course, I have my hand in a few pockets.
Well, if you can give us enough time to investigate draconic influences in Neverwinter, can you get them to either call off the attack or just hold it for as long as we can?
Well, with the snows coming, we were probably going to wait a couple of months anyway. So yes, I should be able to hold off.
Okay.
Do you have any spies in Neverwinter?
Myself, no. Neverwinter is difficult for Luskans to get into.
Fair play.
Eventually, though, you arrive at the grave sites. Yeah, and he takes you over to like they clearly opened up like about 10 in a row before realizing like, yeah, they're probably all like this, and they are just empty pits, empty graves. So this is where we dumped all the corpses. There should at least be the bones of them here, but absolutely nothing.
Can I detect anything? Or is it just nothing?
There would be a faint undead presence, I guess.
But nothing like super sinister?
No, nothing super sinister.
Okay.
Jarlax will say, personally, I think it may have had something to do with that darkness. Do you remember when everything just went black? I assume you were all awake?
Yeah, we that was the Shadow King returning.
Yes, well, his return has, well, clearly done something with all of these missing bodies.
Yes, maybe a plan to drown the world in a sea of undead.
Maybe he's creating a gigantic undead monster comprised of all the corpses of the undead. It's just going to be like gigantic.
It's like Power Rangers, but like undead.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever Power Rangers are.
Yes, I too have read that book.
Yeah, in the High Forest. The Power Rangers of the High Forest. You know them.
Anyway, gentlemen, lady, I have business to attend to. I hope this has been good.
I'll turn to Rogar and I'll be like, Rogar, I need to go to Borsky Bridge.
Yeah, cool. I've got another spell slot after that, so we can go somewhere else after if we need. I can try and get us to Neverwinter, or just like, back to Luskan.
By the sounds of it, Tristan, your dad's probably part of the giant corpse monster.
There is a giant corpse monster, by the way.
Is there actually?
No, I'm saying that's what you're saying, is that you're
Yeah.
already convinced, like, this exists,
I'm
guys.
convinced. Yeah, that is what's happening.
You're the Alex Jones.
Yeah, but I need to know.
Anything that makes sense. Alright, well, I'm not the one teleporting us, so that's cool with me.
Okie dokes.
Go
Then
lads.
Rogar will teleport you guys to back to Borskaya Bridge.
You gotta love teleport.
Yep. Yeah, well, what are you doing now that you're here?
Going straight to the cemetery.
Okay. You see that, again, because Borskaya Bridge was another one where it was an attack in the town rather than, like, out on the field. So they've done a similar thing here. They've clearly been digging up graves, digging up corpses, and you quickly get the sense that the same thing has happened here. They've just all vanished.
Yep.
Do you specifically go to your father's grave?
Yes.
Okay. This one hasn't been opened.
Oh.
Well, just because, like, they haven't opened
Yet.
all of them. There's still a bunch. Well, then they've sort of hit a point of, yeah, there's probably all going to be the same in all of them. We don't need to spend the manpower and time to dig up all these graves when chances are we're going to find the
Just
same
if you
thing.
want us to dig up your dad.
Can I do that?
If you would like to dig up your dad.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, can I still detect? Because I blessed it. Like that was like a specific blessing, right?
Yep.
Can I still detect it?
No.
Can we dig it up then?
Yes. Well, so this would be like a proper grave, like a big stone slab. But you say, we'll say Ulfgar can literally just pick up
I was
one
gonna say
hand.
because Ulfgar does his thing. Or doesn't Ulfgar have that like dwarven trait where he can like do easy stuff with stone? Or
Well, he
something?
does, but he
He's
also
just incredibly strong.
he also has
Yeah.
like 27 strength. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he just picks it up with the gauntlet, puts it down, and unfortunately, the body is gone. The armor, the sword, but all the little tokens you've left are untouched.
The trash.
So it's almost like the body just like teleported from within the grave.
Yeah,
Runs
teleported right to the giant corpse monster.
Tristan's just gonna kind of like slump back at this point.
Yeah, he's lost a lot in a short amount of time.
That's quite a lot for him. He's kind of just gonna sit there staring,
Can we bring his family to the
like
grave?
sort of like sightlessly.
They're not
Over
here.
in Elperel, that's quite far
Yeah,
away.
and Rogar only has one teleportation left for the day, so
I'll pat Tristan on the back. Be like, there.
Yeah, he doesn't even kind of react. He's just kind of not there. Tristan just kind of walks off.
Are there any like trails, or is it literally just that they've like vanished?
vanished. No trails, no sign, nothing.
Oh wait, no. Before Tristan walks off, can I just bend down and pick up my holy symbol that I left behind?
Yes, you can. Which seems to have had
Cast.
no effect.
Detect magic.
Yeah, casting detect magic, you would pick up. I guess it would be necromancy and I don't know what the other one would be. Whatever the one connected to teleportation is.
Okay, so they were teleported
Yeah,
away.
it's like a whole thing wide
Is there-
teleportation thing.
Is there a way to like tell like in general like how far away like does teleportation cost more magic to teleport further? Like
Not
is there a
necessarily.
way to
No,
tell?
it's not
Okay.
distance based per se.
So there's no way to know.
Yeah. Fortunately.
Now, did this happen to like everyone's graves? Are there any older graves, like other ones that like weren't buried in the battles recently?
Yeah, you can check those, and they're fine.
Yeah.
They're,
Interesting.
I'll say yeah. Well, other people probably would have already checked by now, but asking around, anything that died before or even after is fine. It just seems to be the ones that
So
died.
it's only
in the
that
battle.
happened during the battles with the death.
Yeah.
There must have been a spell
I'll
cast
get
on the
Ulfgar
day of the
I'll
battle.
get Ulfgar to put the casket back,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll turn to Rogar and I'll be like, "Take us to Neverwinter, Rogar."
Well, be sure, guys. This is our last teleportation of the day, and I might fuck it up. I've never been to Well, I've been, but it's be a while, so I'll be able to get us. Or we could go back to Waterdeep and get Barry to like confirm it.
Right, fine. Waterdeep, get Barry, Neverwinter.
Okay. So you guys teleport back to Waterdeep. You know Barry won't be able to take there till the next day, but that's still a lot you've got done in the course of one day. You've been to Luskan, to Borsky Bridge, and back to Waterdeep, all in a day.
And we've established what's going on with the corpses.
I'll go to the Blackstaff's office.
We've established, as we know.
I'll go to the Blackstaff office and I'll be like, what sorts of magics allowed a mass teleportation of corpses? That's what's happened. There's been no sign of undead rising, no forced entry, just the corpses vanishes and everything on them as well.
And only the ones that were killed in battle with the Death Knights.
Well, it's clearly the Death Knights, isn't it? They must have hexed.
Something
There
to
must
do
have been
with that.
some sort of spell.
The Death Knights all come with an aura.
At the very least, they
Presence.
must have some sort of aura. I don't know how big it would be. It could be anything from 100 feet to hundreds of miles.
When we fought the Death Knights at Harrowdown, it was it covered my entire section of wall, so at least 60 feet.
Well, it should be larger than that. If, like every single corpse.
it is larger than that because you know every single corpse has. So could
Where were the Death Knights based?
you remember
Yeah, it was a tower in
the Stone Spire?
Stonespire in the north.
It's where that black dragon is.
Yeah.
Ah, so the Black Dragon is guarding the giant corpse monster. Interesting.
Do we know if the Black Dragon uses necromancy magic?
I've not
You don't know
researched
much.
Black Dragons.
You don't know
I've only
much
done-
about the black
I've
dragon.
only done blue and red.
Black is acid because you guys knew
Yes, Giampus is
Giampus.
an acid boy.
who was a Black Dragon.
Yeah, so yeah, they're not necessarily connected.
I need to find Marion.
Oh yeah, we forgot about her.
You weren't there for that.
Sang was there for a little
No,
bit.
but no,
Oh,
because the
no.
Marion debate happened before Sang.
The debate,
Yeah.
but there was still a conversation after at the end.
Oh yeah.
When you went to the group,
Because
in that
Marion
which
was in the
then included
Lurkwoods.
Sang and said, "Guys, we're not going to the Workwood. We're doing this instead." So Sang would have been there for that conversation, but you wouldn't have necessarily known who it was.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what they were on about.
Well, at least we know so well. She might be dead by now, but
Might be. No, never mind.
right. Well, Tristan's just
Corpse monster as well.
yeah. So I asked the black staff. So yeah,
Mhm.
any mass teleportation spells?
None that I know of. This is beyond my knowledge.
Well, I mean, we are dealing with a Shadow King, so he's like a wannabe deity, isn't he?
Throughout all of history, nothing like this has happened. This is unprecedented. Could have something to do with the turn of the century, to do with the Shadow King's return. It could be a number of things. There's no way we can know for sure.
Well then, it's a good. Well, it's okay because even if he wants to be a god, gods have been killed before. So
Gods haven't killed before.
let's put him down. All right, I'm just gonna out.
So unless there's anything else you guys want to do for the day, you bed down for the evening. And then the next day, head back to Barry.
Yeah, and I turn to Barry and be like, Neverwinter, please, Barry.
Okie dokie. Neverwinter it is. And
Why
he says,
didn't we go to Neverwinter the following day, the day before?
No one had spell slots left.
Reset spell slots. Yeah.
I
which
thought
means you
Rogar got
get all
two.
your spell slots as well.
And my divine senses are back.
I thought
It's
Rogar
better
got
to
two.
rest the day anyway.
Rogar does get two. He went to Baldur's. Oh yeah, you mean why didn't he do? Why didn't, the reason Rogar didn't teleport you straight to Neverwinter was because his was a roll. It would have been up to a roll of the dice whether you made it there or not.
Yeah.
Whereas just getting Barry to do it the next day is like confirmed.
I prefer the roll of the dice idea.
Well, it's that was this.
too
Yeah. It is.
Nah, let's get Rogar to do it. Fuck
Already
Barry.
there.
No, get Barry to teleport us.
Too late.
Alright.
Barry's already done it. We're on our way.
Barry will teleport you guys. Oh yeah, do you want to go inside the city or outside the city?
Teleportation.
Inside.
spell.
Let's appear right on top of
Straight inside.
people.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Do outside the city so
Is
we
it-
can just act
No?
like travelers. Yeah, because
Is it
Ah,
noticeable?
okay.
if we just appear in the
Yeah,
middle of the
yeah,
city,
that
it's going to be a
makes more
bit
sense.
weird.
But is it noticeable
Yeah.
from external people if we teleport in?
Barry would be able to say, "I can teleport you guys to like inside a building."
Yeah, just do that.
Can we
Can we-
teleport to
Emmerich-
our mate's house?
Emmerich Raventree's household.
I don't know what that is.
Alright, well, I assume there's like a noble quarter in Neverwinter, right?
Shall we wait in the Harper's like book? Does anyone remember his address? Like, was it in there? Wait,
No, but he has to have gone to the place first. It's not just.
I guess
you know,
his address wouldn't necessarily be in there. It'd just be like that he's established himself in the noble quarter.
Well, it's
Yeah,
fine. We can
it's
just,
just-
we can just go to like a council house or a chamber of heralds or something.
council house.
It means a whole different thing, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I know.
We just get
See some
stabbed as
cabs.
soon as we arrive.
So you are going straight into the city, just like inside a building.
If it's not magically detectable,
Just somewhere in the noble quarter, I think would be fine.
Okay.
like, would someone be able to detect us teleporting into the city?
Probably not.
Okay,
I guess
but-
only if they were like actively looking
Yeah.
for us.
Alright,
Which
I
is
don't
far
think
as
they
away
would
you're then.
okay.
so, yeah.
Let's just do that then.
Okay. Welcome, in that case, to Neverwinter.
I've played
This
this
is-
video game.
This is what it looks like from the outside. And we'll get to all of the Neverwinter stuff next session.